Hi dear students, good morning. Welcome back to the another biology session from Anand Medical Academy. In this session, I am going to finish the digestive enzymes concept. Let us see. In the previous session, I discussed with you about how the carbohydrates, proteins, fats and nucleic acids digestion takes place inside the mouth and stomach. Sometimes they are partial both in the mouth as well as in stomach. So there is no partial digestion in this system, which is the intestinal digestion system. In intestine, every food material should be digested. Reason? Their digestible enzymes are available, maybe from the pancreas or intestine. Let us have a clear look to understand entire the completion of digestion inside the intestine. In intestine, mainly small intestine. In small intestine, there were three parts will be there. Duodenum, very first and a large part. Next, jejunum, long part, and ileum, where absorption takes place. But maximum digestion takes place in the smallest part because it is broad. Length is small but size is broad as a bowl, so that all types of food materials can be digested inside the duodenum. One should understand first that in the intestine, which part the digestion going to be finished means duodenum. Duodenum is a C or U shaped. Okay. Firstly, if we talk about the carbohydrates, carbohydrates digestion may be initiated in the mouth, but partial digestion takes place. Why? Because salivary amylase at 6.8 pH, it can digest carbohydrates into oligosaccharides, mainly maltose. If not, is that possibility is there? Yes. If you not chew properly, the carbohydrates, polysaccharides, as polysaccharides they comes into the stomach as well as intestine. But in intestine, such polysaccharides can be acted by amylopsin. What is amylopsin? Amylopsin means pancreatic amylase. Pancreatic amylase action. Whenever the enzyme belongs to pancreas, the respected pH is 8.7. No need to confuse. Amylopsin action at 8.7 on polysaccharides, then they become oligosaccharides. Oligosaccharides. Oligosaccharides mainly maltose or lactose or sucrose. Then that is a partial digestion. Next, if maltose found on the maltose, maltase enzyme can be acted. Where does this maltase enzyme is coming from? Small intestine. So, small intestine pH is 7.8. Whenever you are writing a particular enzyme, you have to write its pH because of its secretion part, not by area. Otherwise, we have to write 7.8 here. Why? This reaction takes place inside the intestine, but this enzyme is coming from pancreas. Pancreatic juice pH is 8.7. That is important thing. So this maltose can be broken into two glucose molecules. Glucose plus glucose. When two glucose molecules comes, they are monomers. So digestion of carbohydrates will be finished with the maltose. If that oligosaccharide is maybe lactose, if it is the lactose, on the lactose enzyme called lactase. Students observe clearly. OSE, O's, sugar, ASE, ase, enzyme. Lactose divided by lactase. Where does this lactase is coming from? Again, intestine. So intestine juice pH is 7.8. But products will be different. A lactose breaks, then what will come? Use your knowledge from the biomolecules. Lactose is built by glucose and galactose. So one glucose molecule, one galactose molecule together bind and form glycosidic linkage. A structure is called lactose. If this glycosidic linkage is broken, then again glucose and galactose will come. The broken part is responsible by an enzyme that is called lactase here. So glucose plus galactose. Probably glucose and galactose both are monomers. Once they are monomers, they are ready to absorb, they never undergo further reaction. Why? They are soluble in nature. So that they never undergo reaction with water. I told you at the time of saccharides. If it is maltose, that is a reaction. If it is the lactose, that is a reaction. If the oligosaccharide belongs to the sucrose category, then you see, if you take the sucrose, then you just guess this. Sucrose can be act by sucrase. pH would be 7.8. Why I have written 7.8 here again and again? So first time only pancreatic enzyme actions takes place for any food material. The further actions till finish, enzymes actions are taken by only intestine. Sucrase divides into glucose plus fructose. So glucose and fructose will be there in this disaccharide. Once this enzyme acts, this disaccharide becomes two monosaccharides. One is glucose and another one is fructose. So what you have to observe in the lesson of biomolecules, you have learned how they are going to be established their structures. In digestive system, because of the enzymes action, how they are breaking their structures into simplest forms. In case if any polysaccharide except cellulose, if we consume in the food material, those carbohydrates except cellulose will become oligosaccharides of any of the three. These three will be further digested by intestinal enzymes. All these three from intestine enzymes, but this reaction is from pancreatic enzymes. But in case the polysaccharide is cellulose in our diet, it cannot be digested because cellulase enzyme was absent in our body, so it cannot be digested. This is what about the finishing of carbohydrates digestion inside the small intestine, mainly duodenum. So no need to discuss about the carbohydrates further. While all monomers, simple sugars or simple units were come, so next part is absorption, but not digestion. So after carbohydrates, we have to discuss proteins digestion part in the intestine. This is the protein part in the duodenum, nothing but intestine, where it is going to be finished. Proteins digestion may be initiated in the stomach in 99%. Sometimes if we drink more water, gastric juice 1.8 or 2.0 pH will be diluted because of consumption of more water. So inappropriate pH cannot give conditions to act the pepsin on proteins, so that proteins cannot be digested in the stomach when we drink more water while eating. That is why we feel little drowse. Why? Proteins digestion escape in the stomach and goes to intestine. So it will become a drowsy, more compact reactions. In case of proteins, as proteins they comes to the small intestine, then first pancreatic enzyme that comes act on the proteins is trypsin. The trypsin is coming from pancreas, but which form? Trypsinogen. Trypsinogen is inactive form. The trypsinogen become trypsin by enterokinase. Here the difficulty is present. Here the difficulty is present. What is the difficulty? Proteins are acted by trypsin. Trypsin is coming from pancreas. Clear. But this trypsin is not ready-made form. Trypsin proenzyme means precursor is trypsinogen. Who convert this trypsinogen into trypsin? Answer is enterokinase. Enterokinase is an enzyme coming from small intestine. Enterokinase is an enzyme coming from small intestine to activate the pancreatic enzyme. So this is one you should notice and repeat it again. This is one should understand and more. Enterokinase is from small intestine, means pH should be 7.8. At 7.8, trypsinogen become trypsin. But trypsin act on which pH? 8.4 or 8.7. Clear? Mainly 8.4 is appropriate, not 8.7. So proteins were broken by trypsin action at 8.4, highly alkaline, into large peptides. Very big, large polypeptide chain protein becomes small, short peptides. They are called large peptides. Here, another one you have to find this. What is chymotrypsin? This trypsin also considered as chymotrypsin. Why? The food is coming from stomach to intestine, is partially digested now. That is called chyme. Trypsin act on the chyme is called chymotrypsin. It is a side product. These large peptides act by carboxylic peptidases. What is this? Carboxylic peptidases. Carboxylic peptidases can break large peptides but not proteins. So, carboxypeptidases actions are following the trypsin action. First trypsin action should be built. Later product is large peptides. On large peptides, carboxypeptidases can be act and very small peptides will come. They may be dipeptides or monopeptides. Dipeptide means what? There were 3 amino acids are there, then 2 peptide bonds are present. When 2 peptide bonds are there, that is called dipeptides. Monopeptides also come, means what? 2 amino acids are there, between that 1 peptide bond is there. So compared to the large peptides, dipeptides and monopeptides are small, smaller and smallest. When these two are there, upon that dipeptidase enzyme act, these two will be broken, then amino acids were formed. What are these? Simplest forms of proteins. So that amino acids were formed, they are ready to absorb. Digestion is finished. In case it is a monopeptide, then monopeptidase, you have to add a term ASE, ase, then monopeptidase will be act to break this single peptide bond, that is a mono means a single. Then 2 free amino acids will be formed. So they are also simplest forms. When simplest forms are formed, digestion is finished. But one should understand that for every enzyme action, water is required. That is why all digestive enzymes are belongs to hydrolases. In the presence of water only, they can break any respective bonds. So that dipeptides and monopeptides further become amino acids. This is how protein digestion can be done. Let me tell you again. Once a protein without any partial digestion enters the small intestine, trypsin will act. If a protein already digested as little amount in the stomach, then the reactions takes place from here. If there are large peptides, then carboxylic peptidases can act. Furtherly, they give tripeptides or tetrapeptides, whatever according to that, their enzymes will be act and finally give amino acids. I hope you understand. The next one is fats. Let us see how fats are going to be digested in the small. You see the fats digestion. Fats do not digest in mouth and stomach, so there are no partial digestion in both the places. Direct fats can be digested in only duodenum. When the fats come in contact with the duodenum, that time bile juice will come from the liver and that are called mainly bile salts. They remove the outer coat of the fats and make them free for digestion. They are called emulsified fats. The process is called emulsification. Emulsification done by bile salts, mainly sodium carbonate and sodium bicarbonate. They will go and attach to the fats and remove the outer coat of the fat, so that fat will be very free. If you want to understand very clearly, a vegetable with peel. If we remove the peel, then vegetable is easily to cut for further cooking process. So the peeler helps to remove, not cut. So you have to just think or assume bile salts as a peelers. They remove outer coats just like a vegetable peels. Then emulsified fats like this. So peel-less vegetable is very easy to cut. Then further the cutter is lipase. Understand? Lipase. Pancreatic lipase is also called steaopsin. So this stearin act on 8.4. Then this emulsified fat means peel removed vegetable easy to cut into pieces. Like that, emulsified fat can be cut into fatty acid and triglyceride. Fat means what actually? Triglyceride. But here one fatty acid come, no, triglyceride means how many fats will be there? 3 fats are there. But here one fat has come out. Means here 2 fats plus glycerol is present. Again here lipase will act. Because of lipase action, triglyceride, having fat is nothing but triglyceride. But here one fatty acid and diglyceride has come. On the diglyceride again 2 fatty acids will be there now. So that lipase again on 8.4 act, then another fatty acid will come. So here 3 fatty acids are there, here 2 fatty acids are there. Whereas in the monoglyceride only 1 fatty acid will be there. So again here lipase act. Repeatedly lipase is act on 8.4 because it's a pancreatic enzyme. Then glycerol plus fatty acid will become. So glycerol and fatty acids are units of the fats. So here 3 fatty acids are there, 1 fatty acid, second fatty acid, third fatty acid. So the fatty acids will be simple form. Then further absorption takes place. So this is how fats can be digested in the only intestine part, mainly duodenum. Next, nucleic acids. Nucleic acids mainly DNA or RNA. Deoxyribonucleic acid, ribonucleic acid. Upon that, nuclease will be act. In case of DNA, DNase. In case of RNA, RNase. Both are pancreatic enzymes. So that DNA is here, RNA is. Then that DNA will give nucleotides. Group of nucleotides become DNA or group of nucleotides become RNA. So that nucleotides will come. Nucleotides will come by a pancreatic enzyme action, that is nuclease. So both the pHs are 8.4. Got this point? On the nucleotides, enzyme nucleotidases is enzyme act on nucleotide. So that nucleotidases will act by both. I am taking the common point. Nucleosides will come. Nucleoside will come. Nucleotide act by nucleotidases. Nucleoside further divided by nucleosidases. If you understand, it is very easy. No need to practice also. Nucleosidase is an enzyme. Nucleosidase is coming from intestine. So that pH should be 7.8. Nucleotidase is also coming from intestine. So that 7.8. Very first actions are taken by only pancreatic enzymes, and second to every further nothing but last action all pHs are 7.8 because those enzymes are belongs to small intestine. The nucleoside become nitrogen base, pentose sugar, thus pentose sugar, deoxyribose in case of that is DNA digesting phenomenon, ribose in case of RNA, and one phosphate ion is also coming. All these three are very free, no further digestion, so that they are going to be absorbed. Like that, nucleotides are going to be digested. So carbohydrates, proteins, fats and nucleic acids all are finally finishing with their fine digested molecules. In this concept you will have a further examination. So today we just find all these details and revise and properly attend the assignment. All the best.